My dad liked to make beer. I don't know if it was he enjoyed drinking beer too, but it was like he enjoyed the chemistry and biology of making beer, and so he made his own beer, and he would make big batches. And I think the standard way you make beer, I've never made it, but you brew it and then you put it in the bottles and you add a little bit of sugar for the yeast to eat, and you cap it, and then the yeast eat the sugar and create carbon dioxide, and it provides the bubbliness of the beer. But if you don't get it quite right, you might run into some problems. And sure enough, he ran into some problems, and he stored the beer bottles while they were fermenting like this up in the upper cupboards in the kitchen. We had the standard cabinets, but then above that were some built-in cabinets that went all the way around the kitchen. They had lots of room, difficult to get to, so it was a good place just to put this stuff in there and let it sit for a while. And the way the cabinets were built, it came up and it had a lip on it, and in the middle of the night the bottles started breaking. They started bursting open, and they all, first one would go, it would kind of shake the others, and the others would go, and Dad heard this in the middle of the night. It's like, oh no. And so he gets up and he goes out there, he takes the beer bottles out and puts them away someplace, but he had all this beer that was just sitting in here because it couldn't fall out because of that lip on the cabinet. And so he's saying, how am I going to get that out? Well, I went up with rags and was trying to soak it up. It was just way too much beer and didn't have enough rags. It was taking too long. He wanted to get back to bed. It was still late at night. So he's thinking, well, I'll get my drill and I'll drill up underneath the cabinet and let all the beer run out. And so he went and got his drill, big old, the old style ones with the metal case on it, and he plugged it in, drilled up in there, and got all the way through, but he hadn't removed the rags yet. And so as soon as the bit worked through it, grabbed the rags and just tied up into a knot that he couldn't get the drill out. And all the beer's dripping down the drill through the drill motor, which it's hardly well grounded, so it was probably starting to shock him. So he unplugged it and just figured, oh, what the heck, and he just threw the cord into the bucket, and so the beer ran down the cord into the bucket and just left it there, and he went back to bed. And so when Sandy got up in the morning, she came around the corner and saw this big mess, this drill stuck up into the ceiling or into the bottom of these cabinets, and the beer dripping down and the stinky beer in the bucket. She said, Dad!